Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a FIFA 18 Ultimate Team player review of the FUTWIZ SBC ZLATAN Ibrahimović. That's right, LA Galaxy, 90 rated. The Swedish striker has got some awesome stats. Now, he's only got 70 pace, but he's got 86 dribbling and passing, 85 physical, and a whopping 90 shooting. All of that on a 6'5" body with medium-low work rates, and he's right-footed with the 4-star skills and the 4-star weak foot, as you guys know by now. So there's a couple of squad options for you today. He is another high-rated MLS player that you could stick into a nice MLS squad. I've got a bit of a mix here, but it does feature the likes of Schweinsteiger, Pirlo, Kaká. You know, there's some good players there. But then this is the type of squad that I was actually using him in as a lone striker in a 4-3-2-1, sometimes switching this in-game to a 4-1-2-1-2 and letting him play up front with Alessandrini, having Ronaldinho sit back in that cam role. It just works. So moving on into the in-game stats, ZLATAN has got a couple of special items. They were both 89 rated, one is FUTWIZ and one is a recent inform. So this is the highest rated ZLATAN to date. On basic chem style, you only get that pace up a little bit to like 72. So I thought I would focus on that today. Let's use the engine chem style because one, it's going to help us with a bit of agility and a little bit of balance, but that's neither here nor there really because like it's so low anyway. But extra dribbling stats, you know, 96 dribbling, 97 ball control, but the plus 10 on his acceleration and plus 5 on the sprint speed can actually be a bit of a help. Now I could have just gone down the route of using the catalyst, of using the hunter chem style, just to completely and utterly boost that pace stat, but you know what, something like an engine is always beneficial for a player like ZLATAN, especially if you are thinking that he's a bit too slow. One, you're going to help him with a little bit of pace from that chem style, and two, the extra passing and on a player that you think is a little bit slower, maybe drop him down to cam, and I think he could do a good job there as well. But we'll get onto all of that stuff in a minute. We need to talk positives and negatives, and as always we'll start with the negatives first. Pace is the first one. It's going to be the obvious one, just because even though we've boosted it and it's not too bad, he's still not an absolutely rapid player, and that's what people look for on FUT. So yeah, acceleration and sprint speed, I would say average to moderate, not good in any way, shape or form. Balance is low. Whether or not you really notice it a huge amount, because he's actually an agile player, but there's a tiny bit of clunkiness to Ibra as well, just because he is 6'5" and he does have a low balance stat. So I guess if you do get knocked over by someone stronger than him, which is unlikely, then yeah, he might fall to the ground, you might lose possession. And then stamina is another definite issue here. You know, it's very average. We're talking early 70s, which just means that ZLATAN's probably going to start getting tired from actually about the early 70th sort of minute. So the last 20 minutes of the game and then moving on into that all-important extra time could be not so great for a player like this. But really good still in the first half and stuff. Gets a lot of his goals. You'll probably notice it throughout the clips. He gets a lot of his goals in the first half for me. So now moving on into the positives, because I actually really like this guy. It's definitely not doom and gloom. Although he's not pacey, he's very well positioned. So like right place, right time, and then use the stuff that he's got at his disposal, which we'll get onto in a moment, can actually be, you know, like it kind of counteracts the fact that his pace isn't amazing, because if you're already gone, you've already made the run, and it's just really well timed, then you know you're gonna have defenders chasing you already, and then a player like ZLATAN has got crazy strength, as we can imagine. It means that he's able to hold off the defenders, stay in front of them, and that's going to lead to opportunities of which he's going to nail. So first touch and dribbling, you know, all of that ball control stuff, all of the dribbling stats that we've helped him out somewhat with the engine chem style are great. You'd never expect a 6'5" player like ZLATAN to have the agility that he does, like the ability to turn quite quickly on the ball, and the fact that he can keep the ball super close to his feet and stuff is actually really impressive. And he's got the 4-star skill moves at his disposal, so you know, you can create extra space and opportunities for yourself that way. We've talked about his strength. He is a very, very strong player. Add to that the 6'5" in height, and you've got someone that you can use as a target man. I typically try not to because I feel like it's a bit of a waste of Ibra because, you know, I know how technical he is and how good he is on the ball, so that's how I try and use him. But from the odd time when you receive that ball back to goal, at least you know you've got someone with crazy strength or someone that you can nod the ball on with a header. That is what Zlatan's all about. So composure is probably one of the best positives that you can give to a player like this. He just genuinely seems so super calm, cool, collected on the ball, off the ball. You know, even when he's running off celebrating, he just seems composed and happy and calm about it, you know. He has crazy shooting. You're going to be able to bang long shots in. The shot power is just literally off the scale, and obviously free kicks, finesse shots, low drivens, you name it, Zlatan can do it with both feet. So there you go, guys. I actually really recommend him. Think he might be one of the best FUTWIZ players that you guys could get. Let me know. Have you made your decision? Are you going to get someone like this? I want to know down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.